Dawn in Dover, a beautiful but chilly morning in the port where increasing numbers of desperate people take their first steps on British soil, if they're lucky. 45,000 made the perilous journey across the English Channel in small boats last year, an increase of 60% from 2021. This morning's lifeboat arrivals were bussed away to have their asylum applications processed by a system which the Home Secretary says is overwhelmed. Stopping the small boats was one of the Prime Minister's 5 priorities for 2023, his new illegal migration bill, the latest government effort to take back control of our borders. The bill will remove asylum seekers from the UK and give them a lifetime ban from the country if they arrive through unauthorised means. The only exceptions will be children and those who are seriously ill.
What's everyone make of your small boats plans?
Passion simmered in the Commons as Suella Braverman set out the new bill to MPs.
For a government not to respond to waves of illegal migrants breaching our borders would be to betray the will of the people we were elected to serve. Mr. Speaker, I won't address the bill's full legal complexities today. Some of the nation's finest legal minds have been and continue to be involved in its development.
For the Shadow Home Secretary, this was all sounding very familiar.
The Home Secretary has said anyone who arrives illegally will be deemed inadmissible and either returned to the country they arrived from or a safe third country. Only that wasn't this Home Secretary, it was the last one. And that wasn't this bill, it was the last one, passed only a year ago, which did not work.
The chair of the Home Affairs Select Committee challenged Ms Braverman's emphasis on small boats when it came to the asylum system.
In the Home Affairs Select Committee report, which was published last summer on channel crossings, we found that small boats had not overwhelmed the asylum system, as the Home Secretary is claiming today. The backlog has been allowed to grow since 2013 and is now over 160,000. And we said poor resourcing by successive governments of staff and technology in the asylum operations function of the Home Office has been a significant factor in its collapse. In our report, we also found that the government should deal with the backlog, expand safe and legal routes, and negotiate a returns policy with the EU.
Refugee charities have also expressed concerns about the bill.
The Home Office is the government is trying to create this clash with the courts and with human rights lawyers, and I would say it's a distraction from other things that are going on, and it's a distraction from the fact that they can't bring in actual meaningful policies. But yeah, you're certainly seeing us become an outlier in many ways. Even though no removals have taken place to Rwanda so far, that policy makes us an outlier. Our policy of having no defined end to detention already made us an outlier. So it is a very scary time.
We believe we are acting in compliance with international law, in compliance with the UNHCR, and if challenged, as you may well be right, and as we've seen in these matters, we do get challenged. We will fight that hard because we believe that we're doing the right thing and it is compliance with our obligations.
The question for the government as it tests the limits of human rights conventions is, can it translate rhetoric into an effective asylum system, and can it treat the most vulnerable on these shores as human beings?